What's going on there, guys? We back with another one, and today we got to talk about Chip Kelly being uncomfortable around his black players during his time with the Philadelphia Eagles. Now we have a podcast with Desean Jackson and um, LeSean McCoy, and they were speaking about their time with the Eagles and some of the things Chip Kelly had done. They even called up some of the players and said, "What's your first thought when you speak on Chip Kelly? You hear the name Chip Kelly," and they all had different answers, but they were very mirroring of each other as far as how he's perceived throughout the team amongst the players of color. Now, um, there was an incident with a guy named Rock Carmichael on the team, and he called him into the office and told him to cut his hair. So he had a preconceived notion um, that black players should look this type of way when playing on the football field. Like he had that level of uncomfortability, and I think it's such a beautiful time in the media where these guys can tell their story. Um, I think Desean Jackson ended up getting released or something like that based off of something that came out. We know we've seen Desean Jackson with Nipsey Hussle and all those guys for years, and he's from '60s. I mean, that's not even a big secret, but you can't help where you're from, and so they came out, they calling him a gangbanger and different stuff like that. So I think that's one of the things that played into him not being with the Eagles anymore. He speaks about it here, but I like in this day and age of media that these guys are able to tell their story and their side, because a lot of times we just get whatever the media packages up for us to have, and we never get to hear the player side of the story, or when they voice their opinion on something, they have huge fines attached to them saying certain things, and so they limit what can come out their mouth, against the organization, their coaches, and anything like that. So now in the media, we're hearing these guys' side of the story. So even all the stuff that people thought would never get out, and that their narrative would stand forever, that day is over. And so we're about to listen to some of this. Let's peep.
What up?
Jay Peters. What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear Chip Kelly?
Bullshit ass guy, man.
BG.
What up, man?
What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you think about Chip Kelly, bro?
He was very selfish. Didn't want to give up too much power in the league. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
What's the first thing you think of Chip Kelly when you hear that name, bro?
trash.
I never had a coach, right, that was scared or not even scared. I'm going to say uncomfortable. I never met a coach that was uncomfortable with dealing with black players, because let's just not hide it, right? Most of the players are black. NFL was dominated by black players. So, and there's a lot of white coaches, right?
Yeah.
But it was weird that you're uncomfortable. I'll give you some examples why I feel like that. Do you remember the cornerback? I forget his name. Black dude had a crazy nappy head, right? That was his thing. His hair he never brushed that shit.
Maxwell,
His, Mark Carmichael, something like that. He went to Virginia Tech as a cornerback.
Yeah.
True story. Chip calls him in the office. Now, he going to talk to him because he's not a big player. He calls him in the office, right? And he says, now this kid is a good kid, smart. He's dark as night, right? Black kid. Hair's always nappy, right? That's his look.
Right.
He tells him in the meeting, yo, I want you to be more presentable. He says, what do you mean be more presentable? I want you to, cut your hair, man. Get a look like, like maybe like a Shady's haircut, or he telling the man to cut his hair. We in the pros, this ain't college. The dude came, how I know the story, because he came down to me like, yo, man, can you believe Chip told me he want to be more presentable, cut my hair, this, and that, and the third.
Yeah, that was
He's
crazy.
uncomfortable, bro, with working with black players. That's a prime example.
I never was able to really express how I feel on this. And to me, I just didn't really understand the picture they painted on me. And it was like, really sitting back now, it was like, bro, you really released me off of allegations, bro. And like, that was a coward move, bro. Like, that was really like, you were scared of a powerful young black man that you couldn't really relate to. And it was all off of a story that was dropped.
Yeah.
Wow, like they really finna release me on this, bro? Man, like I really couldn't even look my own mother in her face during this time. I think that affected me my whole career, bro. It's always affected me. And still to this day, I'm still trying to put my best foot forward and show these guys I'm not a hoodlum, or yeah, I grew up and yeah, I hang with certain individuals, but does that make me a bad person?
Right.
You literally tarnished a young kid that was innocent, that didn't do nothing but do right for people. And like I said, I speak on me having a big heart. Like, my heart is bigger than every. Like, you can ask, like, if you need, I'm gonna help you if I can help you. Like, especially if you my boy, I'm gonna take you on a plane. I'm gonna take you places you never been.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like sometimes, like, I'm almost like crucified for that and having that big heart.
So go check out the 2510 show. That's LeSean McCoy and Desean Jackson's podcast. And, you know, looking at this, right, we've seen this on much smaller levels. Even if you've ever played a sport and you had a coach that thinks like Chip Kelly, you know, cutting your hair, like, that is one of the most disrespectful things you can say to a man. As far as, you know, how he just wants to look and his aesthetic and all that. Now, and he wasn't even coming at him in a way where, like, he was saying, man, this brand wants to give you a deal and you can choose to do it or not, but I'm just going to give you this game, you know, based off of, you know, something that could put some more money in your pocket. He came at him like, no, from my personal viewpoint, I don't like when black people look like that. That's basically what he said. I don't like when black people look like that. It makes me scared, and, you know, I cringe, and you know, my wife's clutching her pearls, and, you know, all that type of stuff, man. So I'm inclined to believe these guys, you know, just based off of some things I've seen. And this story's like this all across America, you know. So when we look at this, man, this is absolutely ridiculous. And I'm glad that Chip Kelly is getting exposed. Now, I think he's like an offensive coordinator at Ohio State this upcoming season. I think he joined their staff. So we'll see how that goes for him. But these players, you know, the way it's my way or the highway type mentality, and coaches should have that to some degree, right? You know, to restore some, or to have some order in the locker room. But as it pertains to somebody's look, or you never listening to your players, see, that's the tricky balance in the NFL, right? You got to have some things, some housekeeping stuff where you're just in charge and you're going to do it this way no matter what. And also, you need to have the ability to listen to what your players are saying, because now you're coaching grown men. You're not coaching, you know, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22-year-old players. You're coaching guys anywhere from 23 to, you know, 38, 39 years of age, man. So you're coaching guys that have an opinion too. They got families, you know, they got kids, they got a wife at home, you know, and so you got to talk to them a little different is what I'm saying. So having a guy like Chip Kelly, man, you know, that this is crazy that a lot of players say it of color. And if you're not comfortable around your black players, but you're comfortable getting that money, you know, what does that say about you? Because if you're not comfortable around them, you shouldn't even want the job, right? I could respect that even more. Like, I can't even do this for money, you know, but it's almost like, it ain't almost like, it is where you like the way they perform for you. And yeah, he can run, he can jump. Man, I love the black athletes and what it can do. But I love the black athlete and what he can do. But as far as like being around them and socializing with them and treating them anything like a human away from the game of football, I decline to do that because I'm just not comfortable around them. That's whack, man, because I'm going to tell you what, these environments these people come from, us people come from, it builds the athlete that you see today in a lot of ways. You know, when you ain't got food in your refrigerator, or, you know, your mom ain't got money and stuff, it creates a different drive in you. So the very thing that you hate about the players is what gets you paid, period. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time. Peace.
Skip tweeted something, and although I disagree with the tweet, and hopefully Skip would take it down.
I'm not going to take it down.
Skip. 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 Skip.
skip.